Hi, we're Team D of the ALA Emerging Leaders, Class of 2020. Liana, Matthew, Russell, Tiffany, and Heather. We'll be sharing today about our project, a white paper for our sponsor, the Association of College and Research Libraries University Libraries Section, or ACRL ULS, on early career librarians, their needs, and how ULS is meeting or not meeting those needs. Our Emerging Leaders team was charged with conducting a research project to gather information from a diverse sampling of early career librarians to determine how ULS can better support this new generation of librarians. Prior to the beginning of our project in early 2020, ULS conducted a survey of their membership, asking them about what they were getting or not getting out of their ULS, ACRL, and ALA memberships. From that survey, ULS decided to follow up with early career librarians regarding their specific needs. Early career librarians were defined as those who had 5 years or less of experience or who were currently in library school. As we approached this project, we decided that our main deliverable would be a white paper addressing these core research questions. Essentially, we wanted to learn more about what early career librarians need and what ULS could be doing to help meet those needs. We structured our research around these questions. Is there already enough support for early career librarians in ULS, in ALA in general? How is ULS similar to and different from other areas of ALA, such as the New Members Roundtable? How does the literature inform our current explorations? How do alternative to ALA models of organizations and events impact early career librarians? What can we learn or implement from some of these alternatives? What should ULS be doing? What is ULS doing?
To answer our research questions, we decided to engage in a two-part approach. We relied primarily on focus group interviews with small groups of self-identified early career librarians. These focus group interviews were phenomenological, in which participants discussed their needs and experiences in small groups with members of the project team and other participants. We also supplemented our focus groups with a literature review and a survey of current existing programs in ULS and other professional associations. Programs definitely increased during the pandemic compared to previous years. Prior to the pandemic, most programming was promoting discussion groups or things happening in conferences. However, once the pandemic hit, the amount of professional development webinars and programs sponsored by ULS increased significantly. While a more detailed literature review and organizational scan will be included in the final white paper, some general themes emerged that tie directly into what we heard from the focus group participants. These include the existence of and need for mentorship programs, support specifically for early career librarians, and greater support for research training during the tenure process. Because of the impact of the pandemic, our project was extended from an initial 6 months, slated to run from January to June 2020, to 18 months, now running from January 2020 to June 2021. We conducted an initial round of focus groups over Zoom in March 2020, with a total of 16 participants completing the sessions. An additional 9 individuals were to take part in the focus groups, but were unable to attend in large part because of the rapid evolution of pandemic working life. Participants received a small gift card for completing a session. The questions we asked, as seen on this slide, focused on participants' decisions to join ULS and use ULS services, their thoughts on their memberships to our professional organizations, including ALA, ACRL, and ULS, and on their needs as early career librarians.
Due to the impact of the pandemic, there wasn't much traction on our project between April 2020 and January 2021. As early career librarians ourselves, the pandemic had a large impact on our experiences in the profession and the needs we have. With that in mind, we reconnected with ULS and agreed that we would conduct a series of follow-up focus groups to consider how things may have changed over the course of the year of working during COVID-19. We contacted our initial participants from 2020 again and invited them to participate in another focus group in February and March 2021. We conducted this follow-up round of focus groups over Zoom with a total of 9 participants returning to talk with us about their experiences during the past year. Our findings were based directly on our participants' voices, some of which we included in this presentation. The first common theme we found is that early career librarians would like more mentorship resources or programs. They would like someone to turn to when they have questions about applying for jobs in academia, adapting to the academic environment, publishing, etc. Those mentorship programs that currently exist in ACRL are specific to types of jobs or demographics, which may not apply to all early career librarians. Secondly, many early career librarians that we spoke to were facing cuts in their professional development funds or paying for professional development out of their own pocket. Many had to drop memberships because of costs. Therefore, we recommend that any programs developed to support early career librarians should be no cost or included in their membership fees.
Likewise, virtual programming was attractive to early career librarians due to their low cost. They would like to see virtual programming continue. For those programs that can't be virtual, scholarship opportunities, especially for early career librarians, would allow them to attend programs that they would otherwise not be able to afford. Many early career librarians reported that they were getting value out of being involved with state or regional library associations. Programs are closer and therefore easier to attend, and they are able to create a network of librarians that are physically closer and therefore more accessible. Therefore, we recommend offering regional or local networking opportunities so that early career librarians can connect with other librarians who live and work nearby. Our last finding was that many of the early career librarians we spoke to were unaware of ULS or what ULS does. Many joined simply because it was a checkbox on their membership application or are not members at all. We therefore recommend more marketing and communication from ULS to educate members and potential members on what they are, their resources, and how to get involved. We also recommend that they provide some sort of communication to new members regarding the same.
While our recommendations incorporate the feedback we heard from participants, including around pandemic working life, it is possible that things are changing in a way that these recommendations don't go far enough. For example, early career librarian expectations of professional organizations are changing and growing. It is no longer enough to be a networking or conference space. Early career librarians want organizations to take a stand for workers and to advocate on their behalf, while also training them on how to negotiate for themselves and their institutions. The disillusion maxim that ALA is a library organization and not a library worker organization was widely expressed across focus groups. In addition, the pandemic has changed the priorities of early career librarians and how they want their workplaces to operate. Working from home gave our participants insight on what matters to them in their lives, with one librarian saying, "The pandemic has highlighted that people have a lot of responsibilities outside of work and we need more flexibility going forward." Furthermore, early career librarians that had decreased workloads expressed satisfaction at being able to do a small set of crucial library tasks very well, while early career librarians with increased workloads lamented that they felt even more exhausted and burned out than before the pandemic. A general consensus seemed to emerge on lowering expectations and preventing overworked environments, with one participant summing it up bluntly, quote, "I think everyone needs to calm the F down. We are not brain surgeons," unquote. Lastly, multiple participants noted that COVID revealed to them that their working environments don't, in their eyes, appear to match the values taught to them in graduate programs. These are problems that ULS can work on, but they are larger than a single section of a division within ALA. These are problems that need high-level attention and solutions. Our recommendations are a first step on a long process to reestablish the value of ULS, ACRL, and ALA to early career library workers. We hope for more progress in the years to come. This presentation provides a brief summary of the contents of our report to ULS. Our team would like to thank all of the participants of our focus groups, ACRL, and ULS leadership for their support, the Emerging Leaders Program staff, and Beatrice Calvin. Our contact information is provided if anyone would like to follow up with us after the presentation. All right, thank you so much.